Friday. Did you have a good week?
Yes.
No, you didn't. You're so full of it. You should tell them all what you did to your back.
Can we get started with this dopey video?
Yes. Well,
I hate these.
I had a good week. I had a great week.
Praise Jesus. What's your question?
Praise Jesus, hallelujah. My question to you is this. So let me tell you all how it works in case you haven't visited this happy little page before. You submit the questions. I ask him, he answers because he's just got so much knowledge and wisdom.
Give me a knife.
And we tell you the answers. Let me help with that. And we just have a good old happy Friday, get you on through your weekend, and let's get away with it. Okay, ready?
Free question Friday.
Free questions. Your first question is this.
Let's have the freak show get started.
So, Selma Blair, you probably don't know who she is. She's an actress. She reported this week that she has multiple sclerosis. We want to know, Dr. Murphy, what is multiple sclerosis? What is there you can do about it? Who needs to be worried about it? And what's the scoop on that?
There's a couple of neat things about it.
Okay.
It's a neurological disorder.
Okay.
It's in your brain. And it's what they call the great fooler.
The great fooler.
It can start as something as simple as I have numbness in this pinky, or my hair tingles, or I have an itchy spot somewhere. I mean, it can present as anything. Mm-hmm. And it causes a lot of damage in the brain, and we see what they call plaque formation in the brain. And it has different stages to it. There's what they call relapsing, remitting, which means you have a bad spell, but then you get better, and then sometimes you have a bad spell and you stay the same, and sometimes it's progressive. Sometimes you just have one spell and it goes away. Everybody's completely different on how they handle it. The interesting thing is the prevalence of it. Do you know it's only in northern and southern, certain Capricorn and Cancer latitudes? Really? Yeah. People in Central America don't get MS.
Why?
People further north, nobody knows.
Yeah. Something to do.
What's more interesting is if you move from Central America to here, your chances of getting MS are just as equal.
Lowered?
Are just as equal.
Oh, okay.
If you move from here to Central America, you never really get MS.
What the heck?
I know, it's crazy, right? But there's some neat treatments out there. They're always coming out with immune modulators. The treatment of choice is still prednisone. Yeah. They give you steroids and stuff, which are kind of harmful.
What does it really do for you, though? I mean, like, if you have MS, you have it, right? It doesn't, like, go away.
No, it can cause loss of motor function, loss of body function, loss of your mind, your thought process and stuff. So it's... does it progress typically the same way in most people, or is it just sort of all over the place? It's all over the place. It's very unpredictable.
So you could be fine with it the rest of your life, or it could totally ravage you.
I had an aunt when I was 15 years old that came down with MS, and she's been in a nursing home for 25 years.
Man, that's awful. Wow.
MS. Yeah, so, no, they can...
you just don't know.
No. Mm. And we actually have a few patients here, probably 3 or 4 that have MS, that are being treated for MS.
Wow. Does it have like a certain age that you start to see it in people, or is it
typically middle age, 30s, 40s.
Man, I hate this time of my life because it's actually terrifying, because you've got all sorts of issues, medical issues, psychological issues, that usually come on right about late 20s, early 30s, and in this part of your life, it's like, well, what am I going to get? It's kind of scary.
I'm not so sure you have enough brain tissue.
Yeah, MS is like, she's not a good candidate. Let's move to the next person. I shouldn't joke.
Let's move to the watermelon next to you.
Yeah, no kidding. Gosh, you're mean. That was pretty quick. Of course, I do love watermelon, so I'm not offended.
See, there you go, right there.
So you just, anybody, it's not one of those things that you should be worried about or not. It just sort of happens.
It does. You just treat it the best you can.
No. All right.
But, the prognosis of it is just...
Man, that's terrible.
It's just a time thing.
All
but it is a great fooler. I mean, you can, like I said, have numbness in your big toe. It could be MS.
It could be anything.
Anything. It's presented in all kinds of crazy ways.
All right.
So it's a great fooler.
The great fooler.
Yeah, because you'll go along with symptoms until it becomes a true blown MS attack. Physicians will miss it.
Yeah. Man. Well, Selma Blair, she said this week, and she was talking about how she's not going to be a person defined by it, and she just is who she is, and she's gonna live her life how she's gonna live her life, and not to worry about her, she'll be fine.
That's the way to do it.
It's the way to do it. So, there's that. All right, you ready for your next question?
Oh, I thought we were done.
Oh no, you got one more.
Oh, good.
Okay, so your next and last question is, what's the difference between the cold and flu? I know we've talked about this a million times, but we're getting in that time of year where it gets a little confusing. What do we got?
Cold is just typically a small virus that runs through the kids and everything. It's just typically a head cold. Could be just a small virus, Coxsackie virus or something like that. But typically the flus are a little bit more severe, and so they're a little bit more pathological, cause more harm to the body than a simple run-of-the-mill cold.
Okay.
I mean,
so if you're feeling
a simple cold. Everybody's been, a lot of people have been on cruises. Okay, the norovirus. Okay, which is on a ship, can kind of give you cold symptoms, diarrhea, kind of stuff. You feel like hell, and it's spread, and that's why you have those lotion things when you get on the ships, and and they say if you can keep the infection under control on a cruise ship for the first 3 or 4 days, that the cruise will be fine. But if it's an outbreak, the whole ship is going to get it, and that's a cold.
Yeah.
Okay, viruses, they're typically a little bit more devastating, higher fevers, more sweats, more throwing up, feel a lot worse.
Okay. So if you feel pretty wrecked, you probably got the flu, and if you feel just not so hot, you probably got the flu.
They're short-lived too. I mean, 3, 4, 5 days. You're okay.
Any like specific symptoms? Like a difference between a slight headache and a full-blown headache, or a slightly congested?
Everybody's different.
It's a little different.
Everybody's different.
What about allergies? Because they sometimes, right now we have a lot of people coming in with allergies that they think they have a cold.
Well, yeah, but you're not running a fever, you're not nauseated, you're not throwing up.
You're just sniffly.
Your joints don't ache. You don't feel like you're death warmed over.
Okay, so come in and see us, because we could give them an allergy shot and they might be fine if they have allergies, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But it's hard to tell sometimes.
Hard to tell, so come and let us know. Of course, we do urgent care here, and if you're not in Joplin and you have an urgent care, go see somebody, get an allergy shot.
Sure.
Otherwise, I guess deal with your cold or flu.
That's right, suck it up.
Suck it up.
Buttercup.
Buttercup, but we can help. So, there's hope.
Is this over now?
I think it is.
Great.
All right, cool. Well, there was all your questions. If you
Have a
guys
good
would
weekend.
like to submit questions, I'll ask him. We'll see you next Friday. Have a good weekend.